Okay, guys. Happy Sunday. Happy Sunday to you.
Happy Sunday, man.
Yeah. So Jason, man, I'm going to start with you over there. That background, the studio, is that in home?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. This is in Lima, Ohio. It's called SUNE Records. That means straight up new evolution. It's a record company that I started way back in the day with my brother, and we've been going for a long time. We just moved into this new facility, and we got access to record a full band and live instruments, live recording. We do stuff for commercials. We do private shows too. So it's a live recording studio.
You know, that's no small feat, man. Having lived in Lima, like I was telling you guys before, it's been a hot minute since I've been there.
Yeah.
But I mean, somebody might have had a studio in Lima back when I was there in late 70s, early 80s, but nothing like that. Nothing like that. So congratulations. I mean, that's solid. That's a big deal.
Thank you. Thank you. It ain't me. It's me and my family, my brother.
Wait a minute. Who just peeked her head in? Who just peeked her head in?
One of my helpers.
Okay.
I was embarrassing him.
What's your name?
They left.
She left. All right. She's going to do a little drive-by, flyby. Right on. So, yeah, let's see your hat, man. Drop your hat down so the audience can see that. SUNE Records. And that looks like the globe. I love that, man. That's great.
Yes, sir.
You guys got that available for sale?
Yes, sir.
Look at it. We're just pitching right off the bat. Just coming in, selling merchandise.
We got hats,
yeah,
clothes,
we do commercial productions. We do radio productions. We do film, TV, you name it. Yeah. Today, Chris is moving. So I always want to say, Chris, thanks so much for giving up of your time. I've moved over 80 times. You're remarkably calm.
Yeah. I got a lot of help, and so I'm prepared. I'm ready. All I got to do is got my kids right now. They go back to their moms, and then I'm gonna eat and hit the road about 5, 6 o'clock. So I'm good. Just relax.
All right. So what give everybody a little bit of a background on the evolution of the group, the music, your careers, what it's like being in Lima and getting all this done. I saw some clips that you guys sent me from when Stan had Money Plays going, the open mic.
Yeah.
Really solid.
Yeah, that was fun. That was fun time. So I'm gonna go way back to the beginning. So when we were about 3, 4, 5 years old, our church, we had a group called the Sunshine Kids, right? And we used to go travel to all the nursing homes in Lima and surrounding counties, and used to go sing to all the people, you know what I mean? Make them feel good, do little concerts for them. And I used to something just made me, I always beat on the walls at the house. I always beat. My mom used to spank my butt because I just hit stuff. I like rhythm. And so I used to tape her butter bowls and her pans together, tape them together like a big, basically like a drum set. And I used to carry that around with me to all the nursing homes when we sang. And the older people, they put all of their money together and bought me my first drum set, like at 5 years old, And from then, I didn't know really what I was doing. So I played the drum set like I played the pots and pans, you know what I mean? I didn't play it like a, traditional, but not knowing that that was in me from my mom's from Trinidad and Tobago. So from my mom's island roots, that's like how they play the steel drums, you know what I mean? So I didn't know all this was coming together, I remember going to my grandfather's house, listening to the music that he played and hearing their accent and, not knowing that it was already in me, you know what I'm saying? So from there, I played drums, and me and Jay used to do talent shows in high school, in grade school. Jay played the guitar and I played the drums. Jay played the sax. I learned how to play the keyboard and bass guitar, and we've been in music since we were little. We used to travel with my dad's group. My dad had a singing group called Exodus, and they used to travel all over the country. We used to load in with them. And from there, we started Stedic Stedic music. No, we had a gospel hip hop group. Me, my brother, and my brother-in-law. We were called COT, and my name was Copaesthetic in that, because they used to call me Copaesthetic growing up. And I just dropped the Copaesthetic and kept it static. And that's when we started doing island music and soca and reggae. Right? So we started that. That was probably about what, 10, 15 years ago, maybe, roughly. And we put the band together. I made a CD. I produced the whole thing myself, you know, wrote all the music, songs, tracks, put it out, and it caught on around here in this small town. It caught on and people loved it and started booking us, and we've been doing shows ever since. I've downsized, upsized, you know, just trying to get my niche. But right now I'm having the most fun of my life doing this music, man.
Really? That's awesome.
Yeah.
Why do they call you Copaesthetic?
So they used to call me Cool, Calm, Copaesthetic Chris, CCCC, you know what I mean? So, and then from there, I just kept Copaesthetic when we had the hip hop group, and then I just dropped that, said Stedic, you know what I mean? So that's what everybody calls me now.
All right.
Yeah.
I was going to ask you that from the beginning. Like, how the hell did you get Stedic music? What's that from? Yeah. Talk to us, Jason. Talk to us.
Yeah, man. So SUNE, Straight Up New Evolution. I used to have one called, it used to be called Straight Up Productions. Okay. Way back in the day, we started in my house in like basement, like 1997. And then we worked in the basement, and then from there we got to a building that I got with this other guy. He had New Evolution. And so we put it together, Straight Up New Evolution. That's how I came up with SUNE Records. Right on. And I just ran with it and been going ever since. And that's been since like 98. You know what I'm saying? So we've been rocking for a long time.
So you guys are collaborating all the time, working on stuff constantly.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Everything we do, we network together, piggyback, record here, do a show there. Call for this, like we're doing now. You linked up with me, and of course, me and my brother jumping on it.
Well, I mean, we all got to, right? Doesn't matter if you're doing music or you're doing visual arts or acting or, you know, whatever, singing. Right. Zoom, it's the whole thing now. There's no other way. I mean, you got to bring in that money. You got to keep working. You got to keep your instrument flowing. How did you guys get in doing commercial production in Lima? Forgive me, I'm not trying to beat up Lima, but I remember, you know, Lima's it's not a big town. I mean, I think all of Allen County is like 60,000 people, and Lima's what?
Lima's probably 35 now.
35,000.
Yeah. It's gotten smaller since you were here. So
it's gotten smaller. So that leads me to that question. How did you guys start getting commercial work? How did you guys start getting production work?
Well,
talk about that.
We had, like I said, we got the recording studio, and we was over there. Let's see, back first I was over there on a stage, right? It was on North Main North Main by the Northland Plaza. I had a place out there, and then I moved by the Ohio Theater. I was right next door to that.
Remember that?
I had a guy I was working with by the name of Michael Ricks, and we was working, doing studio stuff, and he ended up reaching out to a guy by the name Mr. Hayfie, and he did a jingle called "Every Day Is a Happy Day," and that's the one for Happy Days. You know what I'm saying? And that was one. And then we did some stuff with churches, and we done stuff with, you know what I mean? We just been branching out, but that's the one that kind of sticks in my mind as one of the first ones we did.
Rick's is out, and he's out in Nashville doing country music now.
No kidding.
Yeah. He grew up going to church with us too.
Really?
Oh yeah.
You know, listen, all these years, Stan and I have known each other, like I was telling you earlier. Sorry, while I'm jerking around my camera, trying to get a little more light. The Hollywood guy didn't have lighting right, and I was busting Chris's chops about lifting the screen. I'm still not used to having to produce everything on my own. Anyway, Stan and I, you know, we've known each other since we graduated in 1980, right? I didn't know, and I'm assuming you guys are in the same boat. You guys grew up in the Pentecostal church, right?
Right.
Yeah,
Right.
yeah.
Yeah. Okay, we don't have to go down anything. We don't have to say any path, but I did not have any idea how you all had it at all. And Stan told me, he's like, yeah, I played music, and my nephews and my cousins and my, like, I had no idea, because we just never talked about it. Stan started doing open mic night at Money Plays, and I was like, what is he doing? He had this whole other life, and he was like, yeah, I guess I never told you. So I'm sitting here talking to you, and I see that beautiful studio behind you, talking with Chris. You guys both got this amazing hair. It's just like, okay, this whole other, musical life that I never knew about. Plus growing up in the church and what that was like, trying to sneak away and get recording time, or just not have to go to Sunday school 5 days in a row or whatever it was. So anyway,
I mean, we was in it from the beginning to the end. Morning church, afternoon church, night church. And choir
Christ.
and all that, all the music. We just made a band ourselves. We've been in it. And
I forgot about Shaddai.
Talk about that.
Jay, remember in between
Yep.
Sunshine Kids, my dad's group, we had a group called Shaddai. And that was all of us and our cousins. It'd be like the older version of the Sunshine Kids. And we would travel and perform all over too. That was nice. That was really
That's got heavy Jodeci vibe to it. I don't know what year that was.
It was same time.
Same time. Yeah, I was gonna say that's Jodeci, Shaddai.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah. Take 6, that whole thing, right? Okay.
Yep.
Yeah. See, I've been listening to this music forever. The white folks would always make fun of me. What are you listening to? I'm like, well, that's Stevie Wonder, actually. What? Oh my God. I mean, Stevie Wonder, they're acting like they never heard of it before. So that happened, to be fair, that happened in San Diego, California.
Really?
Yeah. I was stunned. Like, you don't know Stevie Wonder? You know? Music aquarium? Nothing? Okay. All right, guys.
Wow.
Good talk. Yeah, exactly. Good talk. I'm amazed. So what's on the excuse me, on the horizon for you guys right now? You working on a band? Are you working on an album? I don't even know what to call it anymore. Because you release singles, right? You stream it. What do you say?
Yeah. I'm right now. I got so much stuff recorded. I go in phases. You know what I mean? I'll go and just record. Then I'll take a break, and we'll get those ready to perform.
Smart.
While we're performing,
Smart.
Your creative juices come back to where you can write again. You know what I mean? So right now with COVID and all that, shows were kind of put on hold and all that. So now, and our music is like when the sun's out, around pools and festivals and things like that. Yep. So all that stuff's starting to open back up. So we're getting calls right now for bookings. In the meantime, we've been in the studio recording. You know what I mean? Right. And then so it's been a good time. The COVID actually, whatever reason it came around or whatever it is, it made you look deep inside yourself, and it gave you time to really think. You know what I mean? So that opened up a lot of creative juices.
What's that been like for you?
Man, for me, I've been working, and just it made you and your friends and your close friends and your family get closer. Because I always have little parties here in my basement. I got a little bar down there, and it looks all island down there. So we just get together after our shows, and we come here and just hang out, man. I
love it. Like a little sanctuary for you.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Big time.
You're talking about it makes you look inside more. What I mean, like, you can't, it's always weird. People are like, what's your biggest takeaway? Like that. What's come out of this so far? Because I don't think we're anywhere near the end. I'm glad vaccinations are happening, but it's going to go on for a minute. What's it been like for you? It sounds like you already got she's coming over. She's gonna make an appearance, man.
This is my other one. I don't know if she's being shy.
I understand. It's okay.
And she has pudding all over her mouth.
I mean, I'd love to see it, but it's up to her.
Come here. Okay. So man.
So you're saying like communication's gotten better, relationships have gotten a little more. The bonds have been strengthening. Hi, sweetheart.
Say hi. Yeah.
How's that affected your music?
For me and the vibe we bring, all right, go over there, you guys. The vibe that we bring, it made it better for me, because my music is about having fun, being with your family, having love, having good vibes. It's all about vibes and people, you know what I mean? So I work with people, and a lot of people have different views and ideas about this whole thing that's going on or whatever. And you know, some people refuse to believe it, or some, however you feel about it, whatever it is, somebody knows somebody that's probably died from it, or
correct,
had got affected, or got it supposed, or whatever, you know. So I respect it, whatever it is, I respect it, and whatever happened for, I respect it, you know what I mean? But it did, I don't let that stop me from anything I'm going to do, you know what I mean? I don't.
So it sounds like it kind of makes you get even more into that good vibe type of thing.
Yes. Yeah.
Amazing.
Makes you appreciate it more.
Makes you appreciate it more, the good
Yeah,
times.
appreciate it, man. Because I miss concerts. I miss just seeing people, being able to, you know what I mean, vibe with people, dance, you know what I'm saying, taste food, just being out in the atmosphere. I miss all that. So you appreciate what you miss.
100%. 100%. Yeah, I agree. How about for you? What's it been like for you? With
Same.
Yeah. I got a lot of people that's been working though in the studio. A lot of people been writing and creating, like my brother said. So it's been a time of creating and to kind of think, and then I think now when the weather breaks, everything else is going to break. A lot of people are going to come out with what they've been working on, and we're coming out with what we got going, and just trying to bring people together, man. You know what I'm saying?
Has it got you more? Have you booked more studio time? Have people booked more studio time with you?
Yeah, people been booking. It's been great, actually. You know what I mean? Because it's the new spot, new setup. So a lot of people been booking, and it's been different types of music. I'm loving the creativity.
Yeah, 100%. I can imagine what you guys are dealing with, what you guys come across. I got a chance to see a couple of the clips of you guys playing, and I love it. The vibe is just, you know, it's got of course, it's hugely reggae influenced.
Yeah,
a little bit of ska to it, but more that reggae smooth to it. Your daughters are amazing. I'm sorry. I'm trying to maintain. I can't do it.
Our vibe is from the islands for sure, you know, because our grandfather. But we touch reggae, we touch soca, we touch American, you know what I'm saying, music.
I don't know soca. What's soca?
Yeah, soca is Trinidad music.
Yeah.
So you got reggae's from Jamaica.
Yep.
Which I started, you know, reggae's big over here because of Marley and all that, you know, reggae in America. Soca, so I never really performed soca music until I went to Trinidad. I've been around it, heard it, and I wrote some songs. But once I went there for the first time and caught that vibe, that is, so soca is the faster stuff we do. Because, you know, Trinidad's right above Venezuela, right above South America. So the farther down you go in the Caribbean, that
the tempo picks up.
There you go.
Okay.
So so
you go faster to the one then, huh?
Oh my goodness, yes. And it's just about partying and having a good time. And our concerts now, we put out a big plateau of just instruments, drum instruments, shakers, scratchers, and the crowd interacts. So we open it up, let everybody grab something, and it's just a vibe. It's amazing.
You know where you guys got to go play? You got to come out to California when things get more settled, and it ain't going to be anytime soon, maybe in a year from now. There's a place down in San Diego in North County called Solana Beach. Solana, Solana Beach. And there's a club there that you guys would just kill at. Matter of fact, anywhere around North County along the coast, they would eat you guys up. It's called Belly Up Tavern.
Nice.
I've seen Ziggy go through there. I don't know how many times. I've seen Bad Brains go through there. I mean, This is back in the 80s when I first moved to San Diego. Great live music venue. It's like an old, like a tiny like airplane hangar type thing, just because it's got that arched roof to it, but good size, and it's always live music, and the place always does well, and they love that island vibe.
Awesome.
Yeah, you guys got to get out there. San Diego, same thing in Los Angeles, all the beach communities throughout Southern California.
See,
What I'm saying is you're on the wrong coast.
No, man, look, if I told you what we experience, it's crazy how much that we've gotten here, but it was new. It's a new thing. If I told you like how we experienced with booking and stuff around here,
I can already.
You got the same 4 bands at every place every other night. Because that's what the owner likes, that type of music. But the people are wanting to hear something different. There's just a lot.
You want to talk about it? That's a big topic, man. You want to? Let's talk about that.
Yeah, hold on, pretty. Your foot here.
I'll lead the charge if you want.
Yeah.
Go ahead. There, I know what you're talking about. Or Jason, you want to take over?
Yeah. I mean, you said it. Like,
it's challenging, man.
Yeah, challenging. We've been here for a while, and we're doing our things on different levels. You know what I mean? Our vibe of music, where we got the island vibe, and then we've even done stuff on the hip hop side. You know what I'm saying? We've done stuff on even the gospel side, and we've done all type of genres of music, but we're still fighting the same 4, should I say, rock bands that's going to be in these clubs and you know what I'm saying?
I'll bet they're classic rock bands too. Right?
A lot of covers.
How many times do you hear Freebird a night?
Chris knows. He moves around. He's in the mix.
I mean,
I'm here in the studio and I go.
I just made these brothers uncomfortable. I'm sorry, guys. I'm sorry, gentlemen.
No. You're fine.
It's fucked up, man. I'm sorry I said a bad word. I got to stop swearing so much on these because they're not going to let me on the network. For those who don't know Lima, let me just set the table before I let you speak. Like I said, it's in Northwest Ohio. It's about 35,000 people, as Chris had said earlier. And it's largely white. There is a large black population, but contextually to Lima, it's large. And, like most of the other places in middle America, if you're not on the coast, there's a blind spot that a lot of white folks have. And it's unfortunate. And I wish it weren't that way because, it just makes everything better. Bring more colors and flavors and sounds and traditions and everything else to the mixture. The club owners, I think, are being here's a $10 word, I think, myopic. They're being very short-sighted, right. Because like you said, the people just want to have a good time, man. They want to have a good time. And you got to play different music. You can't listen to Freebird 62 times a month, and Stairway to Heaven.
I have to say that they're trying. We're making it, so
Good.
They have to try because we're in their face all the time, and we're rocking and we're pushing doors open.
See,
so
we have to do our own. I was talking to some of my buddies last night. Like we throw a Caribbean festival here in Lima, Ohio. It started with my grandfather and all the Trinis that came here. Like I'm going to work right now. That's what they came here when they built the refinery. They needed welders. Trinidadians learned to weld young. So him and all his friends that came to Lima started just meeting in the park with their family. It started like 7 people, and then it grew, and then we put it out to the community. Now this festival, Caribbean festival we have here every August, second weekend in August at Fro Park is one of the biggest events in Lima, Ohio.
Wow.
But we made that happen. The city,
of course,
eventually they're going to try to take it over and see the product, but that's our own personal thing. You know what I mean? And I was talking to my buddies last night, my people in the band, we're gonna have to just start putting on our own shows sometimes, because the people are going to come. They want to hear it,
But there you go. It's like you guys got a hungry market. You got a hungry audience.
Yeah. And there's a lot of people. I mean, I know almost everybody here, and everybody's pretty cool, you know what I mean? But there's some people that just are stuck in their own, I don't know the word to use, but it's funny because you see it. They'll be, oh, we're booked up, and I'm not begging nobody to play anywhere anymore. Never. I'm not going to do that. But we're booked. We booked for out the year. Da 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 da. And then you see the same 4 rotation band there every month. You're like, okay.
I don't know how you guys do it. My hat's off to you. Seriously.
We move around. We wiggle around for sure.
You have to. You know what? It really,
we live here,
makes.
But we move around.
Yeah, you have to. I remember. I mean, just sitting here talking to you, listening to you guys, I'm having these flashbacks of the Midwest and all that funkiness to it.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, I mean, it can be cool.
I love going, like you said, to the West Coast, down to Florida, and all the coast have a big island influence, because that's where, that's where they come, and then they can still keep their roots and their culture, Yep. So yeah, I love getting away and playing. And when you play to a crowd that knows the music and lives it and experiences it, that is the best feeling.
It is, right? Yeah. There's nothing like that live crowd energy.
Yeah.
Yes.
What were you saying, Jason?
That's that vibe and that energy when they know the songs, you know what I'm saying? They can vibe with you.
Reciprocate it back.
Yeah, man. No, that's the beauty of live performances. So when you guys, what year did you guys go out to Vegas and do the Money Plays performance?
So I've been out. I took the band. I took the full band. Man, I'd say that was probably 7 years ago, maybe, with the full band. And I've been back. I've been back twice, or I went before them and then came after them and did some stuff. So the full band, I think, was like 7 years ago, maybe, roughly.
Right on.
And I've downsized from that full. I don't know if you've seen a clip with the full band and a bunch of. Yeah, I've downsized a lot from that. Yeah,
it gets a little expensive.
Yeah.
Well,
a little time consuming.
Yeah, and you got 10 different people. That's a lot, and I'll put it like this, and that was the groove. So it was Stedic and the groove, and I love them all. I play, we talk, we do shows together. But this is the thing, me and my brother were the only ones in that band that had an island background and influence. So teaching and learning that music, playing it and living it and knowing it is different than, so it was a challenge, but they picked it up, you know what I mean? But I live it, it's in me, I can't do anything else,
I understand.
So,
yeah. It's like any creative endeavor, man. When you get a bunch of people together, I'm always look, man, I'm amazed movies get made. I'm amazed television shows get made.
Yeah.
I'm amazed albums get made. I'm amazed singles. I'm amazed by all of it, because once you get in and see the creative process in motion, and it's usually, you can, outside looking in is a whole different experience than actually having it be your creation, man. Like you just said, 10 personalities, 10 habit patterns, different habit patterns, different lifestyles, different understandings, different motives, different goals. It's challenging, man. It's very challenging.
Yeah, it is.
I'm amazed at groups that, have been around forever, like Earth, Wind and Fire. How many years were they together? The Stones,
Yeah, long time.
Yeah, man, it's unbelievable. They stay together for a few years and they're just like, hell with all of you, I'm out of here.
It's over.
Yeah. There's not enough money in the world for me to deal with you or look at you or smell your stank breath anymore.
No, that's real. That is real. We had, I think we had like 5 males and we had 4 females. I think we had 5 at one time.
Oh, wow.
Listen to me. That was, I loved it. We had some good times, man. And my grandfather played and traveled with us too. He passed last year, buried him on my birthday, but he is the,
Oh, wow.
he was the man. He was 80 years old on the road with us, playing at festivals, playing the rhythm section, call it the rhythm section.
Wow.
Grandfather Amy. Yeah, I miss him.
Wow. Wow.
Yeah. And they all loved him. Everybody in town calls him grandfather. Everybody that comes to this show, all the band members call him grandfather. Yeah.
Left an impression.
Oh man. Yeah.
I love it. You know what I love the most so far that I've heard is that you've kept writing and you kept recording and going inward since this pandemic kicked. I'm assuming, Jason, the same thing's been happening for you.
Yeah.
Have you noticed a difference in your lyrics, in the beat, in the message, any of it? A deepening, a change total?
As I record people, I see that they're talking more about they don't have, they're looking for hope, you know what I'm saying? As far as through the presidency, through the pandemic, through the storms and stuff, everything that's going on. So people's just kind of looking for a hope, you know what I'm saying? And then now that the pandemic is kind of opening up, people are still looking for a hope. You know what I'm saying? So that hope is always going to be there in the music, I believe.
So it sounds like it's gotten a little bit softer, a little gentler, and kind of. No?
I would say more, for real. I think they're looking for it, you know what I'm saying? But they don't know.
Mm-hmm.
Like you went through Floyd, then you went through the Trumpism, then you went through the pandemic and all that at one time. So there was a lot of stuff going on, a lot of emotions, you know what I'm saying?
Sure. But you're saying, excuse me, it didn't get angry. It got more, right. It's more hope-filled.
More hopeful.
Interesting. Yeah, see, well, the reason I'm asking that is because I've been thinking about it myself, and I'm kind of trying to step back and look at a bigger perspective, like over a timeline of like history, mm-hmm. Which is funny because I never gave a crap about history in school. And as I've gotten older, history fascinates me.
Yeah.
And this kind of has that feel, you know, especially after George Floyd was murdered.
Right.
On top of the shit show that was Donald Trump and continues to be Donald Trump. The narrative, the emotion, the conventional kind of vibe, the feeling, like you're saying, is more hopeful. I see that happening. And I also think there's going to start to be more of a shift. And maybe I'm wrong. I haven't seen it happen yet, but I think it's there. And I think it's, you know, it's a vein that's just waiting to be, you know, tapped into. That kind of 60s vibe.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Brother.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
There's so many of us dying, right?
Yeah.
Simon and Garfunkel. Hello, Darkness, My Old Friend, right? The Sounds of Silence. Joan Baez, Pete Seeger, you know, We Shall Overcome vibe. It's not going to be exactly like that. It's going to have the 2021, the 21st century flavor to it. Yeah. You guys have anything to say about that? Have you noticed that at all? Has that been going around your head?
Oh, yeah. Because I tell you, when that whole Floyd and all that stuff happened, there was a group. I think there was a group of people that were just either blind to stuff, or they really in their brains are like, okay, people are overreacting. This stuff ain't really happening. You know, like kind of out of the way-ish kind of. And then stuff has never been actually filmed like it can now. You know, back in the day, we didn't have cameras on our phones, so stuff is actually being put right in your face and you can't deny what it is, you know? So I think people that were like on the fence about certain things are like, wow, like, oh my God, this is really what's going on to people, like, you know. And so for me, it's and then you got that group of people that ain't gonna change, and like that still think dude's about to come back and take over the White House, and they keep giving they give a different date every 2 weeks. And like, I'm talking that they're really gone. Bye-bye. You can't change them.
Right.
But there is a group of people, all races, cultures, that are on that vibe that you were just talking about. And I think that could change the world. You know what I mean? Because people like they're really waking up and saying, "Oh my goodness, this this is bullshit, you know?
Amen. It is bullshit. You know, the tagline to this podcast is art is life and life is art. And so that's why this kind of thing always interests me. And anytime you look at the art of a society, of a culture, of a time period, it always displays what was happening in the world, in their lives at that time. Like, it's not rocket science. So I think it's just a matter of time before that starts to happen more and more, because this is bullshit. And, you know, these phones, these video phones and or these video cameras in everybody's smartphone, you can't avoid it anymore. Right? Black folks have been talking about police brutality, oppression, you know, racism, racial inequality, all kinds of nonsense that they've had to deal with for 400 plus years. And, you know, it was very easy for Whitey to go, I think you're overreacting. I don't think it was that bad. And now you can't do it so much anymore. But anyway, putting that to the side, I think that's the biggest virus out there, by the way, the race virus. I think the majority of people, like you said, Chris, are more, like Jason said as well, that hopeful vibe is there and they really want it. And I think it's indicative, it's imperative, really, among all artists, especially musicians, because music has that special thing. I really wish I would have stayed and learned how to play an instrument and sang more. I'm not going to sing right now. I got a frog in my throat. Sorry, I keep clearing my throat. But nothing really kind of gets people's attention quite as much as music does right away. And you can get them bopping and swaying and grooving, and then you can throw in a couple of lyrics, you know, like I don't know how many people even think about Bob Marley's music, right? Don't worry about a thing. Like, that's the feel-good anthem of people, right? But what's the guy talking about, really, underneath it all? Right? A black man trying to get through the day, but you can't be worried about everything all the time. It's going to work out. Anyway, I digress.
No, that's true. That's real.
Good chance to talk about it that often in Lima, I'm sure.
Marley, you know, the peace and love and reggae and all, but Marley was he was saying some stuff.
Oh, 100%.
A lot of people miss.
Yeah, well, a lot of white folks miss for sure, 100%. I think the majority of white people do, you know? The undertone of equality and unity in his music is always there, but it's born out of a fucking massive racist oppression. So anyway, it pains me to hear this. You guys are the third group I've talked to, a pair of musicians group that are black men. Haven't gotten to black women yet. Wherever you are, contact me immediately. I would like to talk to you. They've all had the same challenge, man. The same challenge, you know? Guys were in Vegas, Verbal and 360, and Upright Lines were in Vegas, and they couldn't even get their music. They couldn't get on stage. Just couldn't get on stage. In Vegas, as I forget who said it, I think it was 360 said, yeah, Vegas and hip hop were not friendly in the 90s. And I stopped and went back and thought about it. Well, you know, there was all that, you know, West Coast, East Coast BS that Biggie and right?
Yeah, exactly.
And Suge Knight and Puff. And it was, you know, and white folks just ran with that thing. Oh, it's just bad music. It's the devil's easy as the gangsters, right? All that bullshit narrative. So these guys are having trouble getting on stage. You know, so it doesn't matter if you're in Las Vegas, you're in Lima, sometimes even Los Angeles, California. Less out here, I'd imagine, but it gets to be too much sometimes. Anyway, let's not beat that horse to death. What do you guys? I know you say you have a big catalog you put together. You guys going to put together an album?
I was just talking to Jay about that. I need to. I got stuff sitting in there that people need to hear.
Yeah. But it makes it really tough though now that you can't get out and do live performances, right?
Yeah. It's coming. We got some festivals coming up and different things, but it's still not like it could be. But
hey, Jason, let me ask you a question.
Yes, sir.
Have you thought about doing you guys getting together with some other musicians and doing like a Zoom thing. My wife did something similarly, like, I don't know, it was like 2-3 months ago. It just got released. But you know, this woman who put it together wrote this song. She was inspired by Martin Luther King's speech that he gave. I forget, it was in New York City back in like 60 something, I don't know, 6 or whatever it was. Anyway, she wrote a piece of music called The Listening, and she got about, I don't know, man, I feel like 18 people to sing. And she did like that Brady Bunch thing on Zoom, and everybody was singing it, and the music was playing. Yeah. And then my wife came and did the solo, and then they got Wes Felton Jr.'s son, or Wes Felton Jr., Wes Felton's jazz, I think, saxophonist.
Wow.
He came in and did the rap in the middle, and it really came out beautiful. Have you given that Have you guys given that any thought, Jason?
I never really thought about that, but it sounds like a fun experience. So you're saying they recorded live?
No, she did not record it live. So, for example, she would contact Chris and say, "Hey, Chris, you know, like I say, hey, Chris, look, man, I got this song together. You got the lyrics, and this is the beat. You know what it all is. All right. So what I'm going to do today is I'm going to record you doing your bit. You're going to do this bit in the song." I was like, "Okay, cool." And you do your bit, cool. Then I call up Jason and I say the same thing, and I just do that times however many people, whatever your vibe is, whatever your song is. I'll send you the clip to it. It's pretty cool.
Yeah.
It's but it's a way to kind of keep busy, keep the juices flowing.
Nice.
100%.
We do a verses. We get Jay, tell them about the verses. That kind of we do.
So we do a thing. Well, you know, it's called a versus battle, but ours is not a battle. It's just like we bring down different artists from different cities, 3 from their city, and then 3 from our city. We just kind of go head to head with our
your portfolios,
and our archives, and play our music and just kind of vibe with each other, network. But it's pretty fun.
No one with producers. The next one's going to be our producers. They're like people that make beats and stuff. They'll play them, and then the artist can bid on their beat. That's the next one coming up. And we go live on Facebook with it and things like that.
Yeah,
it's pretty. I love those, man. It's pretty good because
I'll send you some links.
Yeah, we'll send you all our information, man.
Yeah. I love that. That's exactly. You could do the same thing with that. You know.
Yeah.
Do you guys? Okay, so you guys have a website that the music's showcased on?
So right now, let me pull this up because I always. So on YouTube, you search Stedic, STEDIC. I got music on Spotify, SoundCloud, Instagram, Stedic Music on Facebook is my music page.
Okay.
And then like my EPK page. Let me pull that link up.
I think I sent it to you, but I'll send it to you again.
To me?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, I saw
his EPK.
Yeah. EPK for those not in the know.
Electronic press kit.
Thank you very much. I know you know, but some may not know.
Exactly. Let me see that.
So you guys don't have a site up. The reason I ask is that I love that idea you guys just had. You guys could like sell memberships to like your I don't even know what you'd call it. You could have these sessions with producers. You could have it with musicians, or maybe you do the whole thing together. You know what I mean? It would be. I don't know. That just sounds fantastic. Even if it's not like a pay site, you just get together and start collaborating online.
Yeah, we're working with another team, putting that in motion right now.
Oh, already ahead of it. I love it. So what do you got back there? You got the TV, and then you got your computer monitor, Jason?
Oh yeah. Let me see if I can show you.
Yeah, give him a little round.
Yeah, give us a little turn around. You just got to talk while you do it, Jason.
And then see my board. My board, my production board.
Okay.
And then that's my live band room up over there. You know what I'm saying?
I love it.
And then you got the keyboard.
Dude, that looks fantastic. Keep talking, brother. Otherwise, the camera will not have you on. So that's the booth.
In here. The booth in here, yeah, one of the booths.
Okay.
And then you're going down here. And then it's another booth.
You got that
Right
whole
here.
place soundproofed and everything, man.
Oh yeah, it's a live band room.
Wow.
Yeah.
Dude, you
come
look
out here.
that's as professional as almost any other studio I've ever been in, Jason.
A little fish tank in the wall.
I was gonna say, don't forget the fish tank.
I got the bad dudes. Don't forget about the bad dudes.
The
bad
bad
dudes.
dudes. What is that? A video game?
Yeah, the old
Old
arcade
school
game.
video game.
And then I got some merch going on.
Show the merch, man. What are you doing? Slow down. Slow down. Show that. Back up.
Can you
Back up.
can you
Back
see
up
it?
so we can see that.
Yeah,
There we go.
yeah.
That's the record.
Fantastic.
You know what I'm saying?
You got that in red. You got that in black. You got
Yep.
that in different colors.
Oh
All
yeah,
right.
every color you need. And then great microphone, my desk.
All right. Next interview you do this as you're talking. That
Do
looks
this?
fantastic. Yeah, man, that's amazing. How long did that take you to put that together?
Woo! Man, what about 2 months, Chris? Maybe
Yeah, because
less.
we were upstairs. Our family owns the whole building, so we had the studio upstairs. But we're changing that to a Airbnb. It's like a five bedroom Airbnb. Then downstairs below the studio, we got a lounge, like a club, where we do open mics and stuff twice a month, and we get shows. And then next to the studio, we're putting in a Caribbean restaurant. That's next. So when they're done with the Airbnbs up top, so we own that whole little section, and we're gonna put a Caribbean restaurant next door.
Okay, so it sounds like y'all are going to become club owners as well as performers.
Yeah, I've been doing that for a minute.
Yeah, Jay.
Yeah.
You've been doing it.
Yeah, we had another spot called Stage Right back in the day. We used to bring all type of people there. We had Afro Man there. We had people from Japan. We had all types of acts come and play there.
They hop in their vans from California, these high school rock bands, and drive all the way here to play. And we'd have like 12 bands on a night. They just play 4 songs, get off, the next band loads in. It's called Stage Right, man. They loved it. They loved it.
You kidding me?
Yeah, no,
I'm telling you, that's very impressive, man. You guys got that. That's a lot of work. I know that is. You're like, yeah, it took a couple of months. Bullshit. That took more than a couple of months. Bullshit. And you got the Airbnb above you?
Yeah.
Yeah, don't stop trying to be all smooth with it. Yeah, it took a couple of months. My ass. You got that thing soundproof. Come on, man.
It's a lot.
That's a lot of work.
Yeah,
because you got to keep the sound, the floorboards above you. You got to keep it quiet while you're recording.
Yep.
So you soundproof the entire the ceiling, the walls, and the floor because you got a basement underneath you.
Yes, sir.
Wow. All right. This is called Midwestern nonchalance for those encountering it the first time.
Midwest swag.
No, I mean swag. There's no swag to it. It's just like, you guys got this unbelievable studio you put together in Lima. And again, no disparagement to Lima, but it's not a musical mecca. And that is someone who has a love, an understanding, and professionally knows what they're doing to put that together. Just to have the soundboard there like you do, double monitors, the recording room, come on, man, that's a lot of work.
Yes, sir.
A girlfriend of mine is a sound editor, and she works in the studio. It's not too far from here. I've driven by it for fucking 30 years. I never knew it was there, which is normal, right? It's just off one of the main streets in West LA. And I went in there and I was like, it's not very big. I'm telling you, your place is 4 times the size of that studio. And they record everybody in there. She's recorded Weezer in there. She's recorded Metallica in there. They've recorded it's escaping. Who is it right now? Oh fuck. I lost my train of thought. But everybody, funk, country, soul, rock, thrash, you name it. Everything's been in there. And it's just like, it's a hole in the wall. So I was trying to get you guys to be a little more effusing about how much work that is. Yeah.
It is.
It's a lot. Yeah, it's a whole lot, man. It looks good. You got a color theme. Like, don't do that bullshit to me. Yeah, it took a couple of months. And you know, we just can't. Yeah, no.
Yeah,
no.
we was just. Yeah, you're right.
Yeah.
There was a lot going on.
A lot going on. Look, this cat here used to be in the construction business. I used to do
Yeah.
renovation, remodeling, and then complete new build out. So I know exactly how long that took, which is why I'm busting your balls right now. But anyway, when's the last time you had a haircut?
Who, me?
Yeah.
Man, long time. I can't even remember. Only thing I do is touch my face. Other than that, they keep going.
How long down do they go? Good Lord. So I'm going to guess you haven't cut your hair in over 5 years.
Oh, yeah.
It's way longer for him.
How long yours going,
15,
Chris?
20, 30.
So, yeah, Jay always had long hair. I used to have short hair because I used to cage fight and stuff like that. So so mine's been.
Whoa. Hey, what's your timeout? I used to cage fight?
Yeah, I was headed to the UFC, man. Yeah. That's
you all are fucking trip.
Yeah,
I used to rob banks. I used to cage fight. Yeah, I built this studio 2 months. Yeah. I'm gonna open up a restaurant. Yeah. I haven't cut my hair in 30 years. Yeah.
I think mine would be probably mine's about 10 years now.
Wow. This is about a year. I got to cut it up just because I got a job. I got to go play suit man, as I call it. We'll cut the hair up and shave it up, and I'll look like every white asshole you've ever seen in a suit and tie. Yeah, I did that. But I did that. Look, I was in Hollywood. I've been doing acting for almost 30 years now, and that's like my brand: being suit man, the power guy, the billionaire, the lawyer, president, tech, god, whatever.
I see it.
Yeah. Thank you so much, Chris.
In like a hippie-ish way.
Well, now it's a hippie-ish way. This was me rebelling against that. Excuse me. So I would go, clean cut guy, short hair, clean cut guy, and I'd be talking to you guys. And if you didn't know who I was, and we had just met, and I met you guys at one of your things, whatever your shows, I guarantee you our interaction would be completely different.
From the short color to the long.
100%. People of color, especially, just be like, "What?" They look down at you like, "Yeah, exactly." And I could never put two and two together. I won't bore you with a big long story, but when I decided, like, fuck, I'm just gonna fucking grow my hair out, even though I'm starting to lose my hair. I don't give a shit. I'm gonna stop shaving. I started to get a different reaction from young people. People from everybody, basically everybody, Yeah. So, your look, the hair length and shave, not shave, facial hair, not facial hair, makes a big difference. I wish it didn't. Yeah. But I got tired of being that guy. But at the same time, he's still there. He's just a haircut and a shave away. People used to always say to
you and my uncle sound like, you guys laugh alike. You and my uncle.
Me and Stan?
And you made us, like, when we first got on earlier, you did something that reminded me of him so bad. You did or made a sound. It sounded just like my uncle.
Really?
Yeah.
Stan, I'll be honest with you, Stan laughs like my father. And when I heard Stan laugh the first time, and he'd met my father, I was like, that's so weird. He's like paying homage to my dad. And then I realized, no, he's nothing like that at all. That's just how Stan laughs. The same way. I don't know. I probably do. I don't. We've known each other so damn long. Maybe I did take it on. I don't know. What the hell was I just saying? Yeah, people used to say to me all the time, they're like, you know what? You don't sound anything like you look. I used to get that all the time. Short hair.
Yeah, that's true.
That's right. Jason says it's still. So this doesn't matter. Even this hair doesn't matter, Jason. You still see through it.
I'm saying you long hair. You don't sound like you look. Sound like you, my uncle.
See, you sound like my Uncle Stan right there. You sound just like my uncle right there.
Okay, all right. He does. I guess he does laugh like that. It wasn't planned. I mean, we both. Yeah, it's just how it goes.
Yep, that was it right there.
Okay. So guys, I think we should wrap it up before we get too much weirder here. But
For sure.
I see the Trinidad flag in the back. All right.
Oh, yeah.
Just like
I got-
Upright Lions.
I got them all over the place.
Okay. All right.
All over.
All right. All right. All right. So guys, you guys gonna give me the links. We're gonna put the links in to the YouTube channel, Facebook. I'm sure the Instagram, everything, all of that. Spotify.
Yes, sir.
What
Yes,
else
sir.
you guys streaming on?
YouTube.
iTunes.
YouTube. That was it. YouTube,
let's
iTunes.
see.
We're gonna have all of it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
all of those. Yeah.
Yeah, but I'm just going to put this out there since you guys are the hardest working men in show business. You need to have a website with your music up, man. You
You're
can
right.
have that stuff up. Yeah, let people hear it. It's great. It's great. It's really good stuff. You guys are way better than good. A lot of talent.
Appreciate that, man.
Thank you, man. Thank you
Yeah,
very
a
much.
lot of talent. We're going to be in
Been
touch,
working
guys.
hard.
Yeah, I
Yes,
know you
please.
have. Trust me. Trust me. I know. I've heard about it. I can see it. And you're being that typical Midwestern, don't say too much. But I hear everything you're not saying, and I see everything you're not telling. You know?
Exactly.
Yeah. Yeah. So anyway, I appreciate both of you so much for taking the time out to do this, especially you're moving today, Chris. Jason, thanks for putting this
Thank you.
together. Yeah,
Thank
man.
you.
And of course,
Appreciate
big shout out to Stan Henderson,
Yeah,
the man,
massive love, Uncle.
isn't he? Isn't he?
Yeah,
Stan and Rhea are the greatest, man.
Yes,
Love them
they are.
all.
Yeah.
All right, folks. You guys
All right,
have a
sir.
great day, and we will talk again soon.
All right, man. Peace.
All right. Peace.